What is going on, everybody? Yo, it is Skullbox the Epic Gamer here, and today I am continuing with the second episode of my Chess One Life series. It is a series where I will play chess once every video until I lose a game of chess. As you can see, I'm still on the same account. All the pieces are lined up. And I'm ready, so let's start. I've advanced to the Stone League. Okay. I'm going to start off with what I usually do on my main, which is the knight move. It's called the Reti opening, but that's not really what I go for. Okay, so they bring out their knight. I'm going to bring out the pawn like I usually do. Get out the center. So they bring out the other knight. Well, I'm going to protect that pawn and bring out the other knight. Okay, so there is a queen there. But then there's not really any other protection for that pawn. So I'm going to push forward. He takes, I'll take back, and if he takes the queen, I have my knight which will protect it. Okay, so he wants to protect his queen. I'll push it forward, so then I can knock it back his knight and put his knight back. We'll try force his knight back. Okay, he wants to go there, which is not good because he can jump. I think I'll just move here, and if he decides to take my bishop, I will just take back with the pawn. Okay, so he wants to take the pawn. I'll just trade off. Okay. Oh! Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay. I don't understand your logic. Whoever you are, I don't understand your logic. Okay, he brings out the bishop that way. I'm going to bring up my bishop this way and see if I can... I think... Okay, he wants to take. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, so you move your queen now. You move your queen now. I'll move the bishop here, which will then attack the queen. And if he moves the queen, I think I've just got mate. If he moves the queen, I've got mate. Okay, so he moves the rook that way. I'll take the queen. Thank you for your queen. A nice traditional trade. You know what? And this dude resigned. This dude resigned. Wow. I thought this would have been longer. I'm going to be honest. I seriously thought this game would have been longer. If I move back here, it was here when he messed up. I took, and what he should have done was captured back. And once he captured back, would have been game from here. Which in this scenario, I probably would have just moved the bishop here or something. But when he did that, he pushed the pawn, which gave me the opportunity, and he did that. Which allowed me to rescue my knight. And I did the fried liver. From here, because it really didn't matter if he took, I took the queen, which I could see what he was planning. But he didn't do that. He moved the queen that way. and I jumped in like that to attack the queen, which from here he could have taken. Like, he could have taken. Like, that was the whole trap, was if he had taken here. Well, no, it wasn't the trap. No, he could have just taken the bishop, and then, because that was literally me, if he'd taken the bishop, then legitimately I probably would have, from here, I probably would have moved the knight there, which attacks the queen again. But in theory, he should have, that was where he blundered. I think the only reason I won is because I had a bad opponent. I have said many times I am not good at chess, but the only reason was because I did that. He should have just taken. That's what he should have done. He should have taken the bishop, and I would have had no choice but to flee my knight. But no, because that's what he should have done. And once he did that, I would have taken the rook to save my knight, and I would have been up in pieces. That was why I moved the bishop there, was because I just realised it. But then he moved the rook, moving it there, which was literally a dumb move. And obviously, you take the queen. You would obviously take, and then obviously he resigned because he moved there, and because he moved there, it was pretty obvious what I would have done. As if it were me, I would have moved back. He wouldn't have been able to do much. If he took, that's mate. You can't go there. You can't go there. You're blocked in, and he can't take the knight. That would have been mate. If he had done that, that would have been mate. The protection by the knight, you can't take the knight, you can't go there. And there was nowhere for him to move his king, really. So, really, in that position, it was dead lost. The thing I would have suggested that he could have actually saved him was moving the bishop here. Because if I was to go, which I wouldn't have done, but that would have been theoretically mate. It stops it because he takes. And then if I go here, then obviously, again, he stops it. Which is why moving his bishop to c6 was the best move in that position to possibly save himself. Even though I'm fully up a queen, I'm actually up all my pieces because he only took 3 pawns and I still had all my pieces. Like, that would have protected him. And then if it were me, I would have done that. And the reason I would have done that is because it attacks the rook. And he can't move there because he'll get taken. He can't move there because he will get taken. There's 2 different ways of him being taken. So he would have had to move the rook there. That is literally the only thing he could have done. And it's the only thing that would have protected him. And then I would have done that. Because, in theory, from his possibilities of how not very good at the game he is, if he had taken the bishop, I would have taken, and then from here he has that rook's under attack, that rook's right there is under attack, and right there is checkmate. Meaning, no matter what, in this position right here, by taking out his bishop and him taking mine, he either moves back to stop, or he can't move over. He can't go that way. The only possible move, actually no, there wouldn't be a possible move, because you could go here, because he'll go here, I go here, and it's checkmate. He could go up there, but even here is checkmate. So if he moved his rook there, that stops one mate, but doesn't stop the other one. If he moved his rook to safety, because that's the stupid move he did before, it's still checkmate. Like, I couldn't really see how he could have won. Because he should have taken the knight, but he didn't. But I'm surprised that it took 14 moves to win. 14. Well, that was a surprisingly quick game. I hope you guys enjoyed this very quick game. My name is Skullbox the Epic Gamer, and I will see you in the next video. Stay epic, everybody!